Hello student, welcome to Arihan Padaku. I am your educator Naveen Jain. Today we shall talk about the general aspects of carbon and its compounds. We very well know that carbon belongs to group 14 in the periodic table and its atomic number is 6. So, electronic configuration of carbon is 2,4. It means that carbon has got 4 electron in its valence shell, or in other words, carbon is having tetravalency. Because of this tetravalency, carbon cannot form any ionic compound because it is not possible to either take 4 electron from somewhere on transfer basis or to donate all of its 4 electron because it is thermodynamically not possible. And one property is this tetravalency, and another property which is called catenation. These are two important properties because of which carbon is known to form a large number of compounds, and these compounds are studied under the category hydrocarbon. Now, what is this catenation? Catenation is actually the unique property of carbon wherein every carbon atom tries to link with other carbon atom to form long chains. These chains can be straight chain, these can be branched. So, because of this unique property and combination with the tetravalent nature, carbon is known to form a large number of compounds, and these compounds are studied in the organic chemistry, a separate branch of chemistry. And we have talked the term hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon means these are the compounds which essentially contain carbon and hydrogen. जिनमें कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन तो होंगे ही होंगे, इनके साथ चाहे तो और एलिमेंट्स भी हो सकते हैं, मे बी मे नॉट बी. और एलिमेंट कौन से हो सकते हैं? ऑक्सीजन हो सकता है, हेलोजन हो सकते हैं, सल्फर, नाइट्रोजन एंड सो ऑन. लिस्ट इज क्वाइट लॉन्ग. सो नाउ these hydrocarbons are basically of two types. One is saturated, another is unsaturated. What is the difference between the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon? Saturated hydrocarbon are those hydrocarbon wherein carbon atom has got only single bond with other carbon. जहां पर कार्बन की दूसरे कार्बन के साथ केवल एक सिंगल बॉन्ड रहती है, उसे हम सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन का नाम देते हैं. Whereas in case of unsaturated hydrocarbon, carbon has a tendency to form either double or triple bonds with other carbon atoms like this. So here we complete the overall valency of carbon. So this double bonded compound is called alkene. This is called alkyne. Where is triple bond, and in the single bonded compound we generally call them alkanes. So we have come across these three type of categories of carbon and its compound. Now, how to identify or differentiate the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons? Suppose we have been given two test tubes. One test tube contains saturated hydrocarbon, and another test tube it contains unsaturated hydrocarbon. So how to identify them? For that purpose, we take bromine water solution. We very well know that bromine water is brown in color. So when we add bromine water here as well as here, bromine water, here also we are adding bromine water. This bromine water has got brown color. So here when we added the bromine water is decolorized. No change in color of bromine water. So here we have seen how we can differentiate between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Similarly, we can do another experiment by taking KMnO4. KMnO4 has got purple color, or you can also call it pink color, purple, and the same thing happens when this purple color KMnO4 is added to unsaturated hydrocarbon, it gets decolorized. In this case, when it is added, no change in color. So here we have seen how we can very well distinguish it between the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Now we shall proceed to see what are the various type of carbon compounds that we are going to study. Out of these, we will start up with, we have already know that alkane. Alkane has got general formula CnH2n plus 2. Then alkene, their general formula is CnH2n. And alkyne, CnH2n minus 2. And इनका हम एग्जाम्पल अगर लें तो C2H6, C2H4 and C2H2. But other than them, also there are various compounds which are quite common, and that compound category starts with, say, alcohol. It is a very important category of compounds of carbon, and their general formula is written like this: CnH2n plus 1 OH, and its example is CH3OH, C2H5OH, and these are the various alcohol compound. We very well know their name also: methanol, ethanol. These are very basic alcohol compounds. Then we also know that aldehydes. What are these compounds? These compounds have got general formula RC double bond OH. Their general formula, and their series starts with this compound. This compound is called methanol, and this is called ethanol. And another interesting aspect about these that there are two type of names of these compounds. One is that we have written the IUPAC name, and another is the common name, और इनको हम ट्रिवियल नेम भी कहते हैं. तो जैसे मेथेनॉल है, इसका होगा मिथाइल अल्कोहल. इथेनॉल का इथाइल अल्कोहल. मीथेनल फॉर्मल्डिहाइड. इथेनल एसेटल्डिहाइड. Because commonly this compound is known as formaldehyde. We generally call it as formaldehyde rather than methanol. Similarly, here also this compound is generally called as acetaldehyde, though its IUPAC name is ethanol. Then the third category comes over here is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid has got general formula carboxylic acid. They are written like this R COOH. Here when we write R means any alkyl group. R means any alkyl group. So its first member is HCOOH. Second member is CH3COOH. It is called methanoic acid. And this compound is called ethanoic acid. Though it is their IUPAC name, what about their common names? This is called formic acid, and here we call it as acetic acid or vinegar. So these are commonly used carboxylic acids wherein the general formula is RCOOH और इनका पहला मेंबर है HCOH, दूसरा मेंबर है CH3COH और उनके दोनों प्रकार के नाम भी अब हम जान गए. The fourth category here is ketones. Let us see that also. Ketones. Ketones have got general formula R C double bond O R dash. Here this is also an alkyl group and this is also an alkyl group. Its first member is CH3COCH3. Its first member is like this, and the name of this compound will be propanone, and commonly this compound is called acetone. You might have seen this compound in your domestic day-to-day life. Nail polish remover. This is nail polish remover which is used in our day-to-day life. So here we have seen how these compounds are given some general formulae, and then general formulae have got their two type of name. One name is IUPAC name and another name is their common name. Now we shall take up the question number 11 of the exercise. The question is, what change will you observe if you test soap with litmus, red or blue? क्या चेंज लगेगा तुम्हें जब तुम सोप को टेस्ट करोगे लिटमस के साथ? So we very well know that soap is alkaline in nature. Since soap is alkaline in nature, so when we add blue litmus to soap solution, no action, no change in color will take place. However, if this same soap solution is mixed with red litmus will turn blue. So this is the change we will observe when red litmus reacts with soap. Now question number 12. The question number 12 is, what is hydrogenation and what is its industrial application? हाइड्रोजनेशन क्या है और उसकी इंडस्ट्रियल एप्लीकेशन क्या हो सकती है? So we very well know hydrogenation in the context of carbon is addition of hydrogen an unsaturated hydrocarbon so here what we will be doing, we'll be adding hydrogen, and its example can be, for example, we are taking ethene and we are adding hydrogen to this, and this will form ethane. Ethane, and this is our hydrogen gas. So this is the proper definition of hydrogenation in context of carbon. Now we come over the industrial application. इंडस्ट्री में हम इसका इस्तेमाल कहाँ करते हैं? तो we very well know that the oils, oil means vegetable oil we are taking here, and these vegetable oils are unsaturated in nature. We can mark it as vegetable oil. When we hydrogenate these vegetable oil, we are going to get fat, and this is saturated. This fat can also be called as ghee or vanaspati ghee. So and this happens in the presence of some catalyst, say for example nickel. So here what we are doing in industrial application, we are taking vegetable oil, we are hydrogenating it in the presence of nickel, and what we are getting? We are getting fat in the form of vanaspati ghee. So which is a saturated compound. So this is how the hydrogenation helps us in industrial application. In question number 13, which of the following hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction? इनमें से कौन सा हाइड्रोकार्बन एडिशन रिएक्शन शो करता है? So we now know that addition reaction is shown by addition reaction is shown by unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbon don't show addition reaction, rather they show substitution reaction or elimination reaction, but saturated hydrocarbons don't show any sort of addition reaction. So we'll first find out which are the saturated ones and which are unsaturated. So here if we see C2H6, it is a saturated hydrocarbon, means it is a compound like this. So all bonds are given in CC, single bonds are there. C3H8, it is also a saturated hydrocarbon. Here also we see single bond between carbon atoms. And the third one is, out of them, CH4. It is a saturated hydrocarbon. Here also no double bond. So these three do not show any addition reaction. Now, what about the other two? They are unsaturated. And here we are having C3H6, a compound like this. And C2H2. So here these two compounds are unsaturated compounds, and hence these will undergo addition reaction. Question number 14. Give a test that can be used to differentiate between butter and cooking oil. हमें एक टेस्ट बताना है जिसका इस्तेमाल हम कर सकें बटर और कुकिंग ऑयल को अलग अलग बताने में. So we very well know butter comes under the category of fat, and hence it is a saturated hydrocarbon. And cooking oil is an oil which comes under the category of unsaturated hydrocarbon. So what we will do, we will take cooking oil and we'll add to bromine water, which is brown in color, and here we'll see the bromine water gets decolorized. However, if we do the same reaction with butter, brown in color, no decolorization of bromine water. So here we have seen, we can very well differentiate between butter and cooking oil by reacting them, by mixing them bromine water. Bromine water is brown in color, and in case of cooking oil, the bromine water gets decolorized, whereas in case of butter, no such decolorization takes place.